Hello again and welcome back to the channel. Today has been, it's been a bit of a day, a bit of a really exciting day for me. And as I tend to do when I make one of these vlog type videos, I didn't film nearly as much as I wanted to film. So I'm going to be here to sort of act as a guide and give some background and stuff on what happened today. To go back all the way to the beginning, the end of March 2016, Tesla opened up pre-orders for the Model 3. I was a day one pre-order for the Model 3, and as it turns out, that didn't do me any good. I was under the impression when I made my pre-order that that was going to get me an early spot in line for a $35,000 electric car. And that didn't happen. The $35,000 Tesla Model 3 still does not exist. The cheapest one that you can get, before all the tax incentives and the gas cost savings and everything that they try to throw on top of it, the cheapest one they have right now is $45,000. That is what I ended up buying today. Sorry, spoilers. The first one they made available and the first few that they've had available were anywhere between like $50,000 to $65,000, and I just wasn't in the market for that high quality or that high price of a car. However, in October of this year, middle of October, they came out with the mid-range Model 3, 260 miles of range at $45,000. And since I still had my pre-order in and I still was definitely very interested in the car, I went ahead and arranged a test drive. I don't really have any footage of the test drive because, again, when I go out with a camera, I more often than not don't turn it on, but here's what I had. On that day when I did the test drive, I loved it. I was told at the Tesla dealership that it was going to be 6 to 10 weeks. From the middle of October, that means it would be after the new year most likely. They said 6 to 10, erring on the side of 10 because it has to travel across the country, which would mean that it would come in after the new year, and the tax credit, the $7,500 federal tax credit, was going to be cut in half starting on January 1st. So I was bummed out, but we'll make do. I went ahead and placed the order anyway, expecting to only get half of the tax credit and having to wait another year for that to even come in. Filled out all the loan paperwork, filled out the trade-in paperwork and everything, because I did have a car to trade in toward it. But then, kind of out of the blue, on the 17th of November, I received a text message from Tesla saying that my delivery was scheduled for December 1st. But Jordan, you'll say, you're making this video and it's November 25th. On November 21st, the day before Thanksgiving, I was spending time with the family. I got another text message from Tesla saying, your delivery has been rescheduled to November 25th. Today. Between the 21st and the 24th, I ended up speaking with 3 different people on the phone with Tesla that basically kept saying the same thing. It was, the trade-in looks good. Have you accepted that online yet? Yes, I've accepted that. They made me an offer for the car. However, the financing paperwork, it's not there. The first person said, now you're paying cash for this, right? No, I'm financing the rest of it. The second person said, we know that you're financing it, but there's a problem with it, but we'll get it taken care of. The third person said, we know there's a problem with it, but you need to email Tesla's auto finance group and get it taken care of. So I went ahead and emailed them. We went back and forth a couple of times, got all the numbers worked out to where exactly we wanted it. And as a result, today, November 25th, was pickup day. A little over 2 years ago, March of 2016, I gave $1,000 to the Tesla Corporation to reserve the Model 3. And today is the realization of 2 years of waiting. 2.5 years. Time to go buy the Tesla Model 3. Right after that, we were whisked into the Tesla Owner's Lounge, where we ended up sitting for about 45 minutes because they had triple booked the time slot that I was supposed to get my delivery. However, after some time and some waiting and some patience, they took us and showed us the car. So this us?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Is it beautiful?
Yes, it is. This is our new car, Ellis.
Look, it's our car. You like it?
Had to sign a whole bunch of documents. I think it was actually only about 15 documents, and everything was already prepared because I did it all online ahead of time. So as compared to a traditional car dealership where you end up spending usually 3 to 4 hours filling out paperwork and hoping this comes back right and making sure, this was definitely significantly easier, much lower stress. After signing all the documents and checking things out, we got a quick walkthrough going around the car, checking out the way that you charge it. Then I was told I should go ahead and sit down inside the car and set up my profile, where the seats are and how the mirrors are laid out and everything. Again, didn't get any footage of any of that. And that was basically it. Then we were on our way. We were allowed to clean out the old car into the new car, and we were gone. We did sit outside at the supercharger for like 15 or 20 minutes, just getting things moved over and also charging the vehicle up because it wasn't fully charged when we got it. Here's the new car, all in our name and ready to go. We got it plugged into supercharge while we're moving things over. There's not a whole lot to move over, but here we go. We got it to the point where we had over 200 miles of range ready to go, and we were on the way. I figured I probably ought to film this. Going ahead and turning the Tesla charger on. We've made it home with the vehicle. Now you can see charger's lighting up. Got the car right here. Got plenty of cord to be able to run across the length of the garage. And here in just a second, yep, it is ready to go. So we pull this off. We come back here to the back of the car, press the button. It opens. It goes blue, and then darker blue. Flashes for a second. Over here on the wall, you can see that it is flowing. That means that the energy is being accepted, so all good there. And here in just a moment, yeah, the car itself has gone green. Now if we open the car and actually go inside, it does show that we are charging. 4 hours, 50 minutes remaining. The drive back from Cincinnati, we ended up down to like 26% battery left, but we're getting 17 miles per hour, and I think that will continue to ramp up over the next little while. But we do have the charge current set to 32 amps. We can set it to do scheduled charging if we don't want it to do it right now, if we wanted to do it later. Well, it's a couple of hours later. We've got the car charging here. It switched into night mode. But Christina discovered something on the way home that we thought was kind of interesting. So let's get into the Tesla menu. But inside of this menu, what'd you find?
We have some interesting stuff. It shows Mars, which is cool. But we click this little reindeer butt, and it's Santa mode, which is hilarious. And you can just enable it by saying ho ho ho.
You press the button here and then you say ho ho ho.
So you hit the reindeer butt and then you say ho ho ho.
And then it played all kinds of fun copyrighted music that I had to skip past. But anyway.
So it turns your car into Santa's sleigh, which is hilarious. And when you're going down the road, it looks like you're Santa. But then also, whenever you turn on the turn signal,
let's see if I can do it.
That's Jingle Bells, which is the first time I did it, we just busted out laughing.
We didn't realize it was going to do it.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Yeah, it normally, like you see Santa here with his little hat on and all the presents, it's like that, but it's laid down, and you've got snow that's coming down on you while you're driving. It's really cute.
Yeah, and I also wanted to see, there's also supposed to be Atari.
Yeah, we haven't looked at this yet. So Missile Command is the default game you can play. There's Asteroids and Lunar Lander and Centipede.
Awesome.
But yeah, there's games that you can play here. So you can play Missile Command, you could play Asteroids.
I was going to play Missile Command.
You weren't going to play Missile Command. None for you. And there's full.
I don't know how to do...
Look at that.
I don't know how to play Asteroids.
Push start. And then I think you use the controls on the wheel. So I'm using this over here. Oh no!
You died.
I died.
You don't know how to play this either.
That's how you shoot.
There we go.
Just double tapped.
Yeah. All right. I know how to play Missile Command. That's where we
So
were.
we'll switch back.
We'll switch back to Missile Command because I know how to do it. Because my parents had this on the Atari.
There's a 25 cents push to eject and a start. There was also a software update. I have no idea what it did, but I haven't seen a changelog or anything yet. So. You got buttons here.
Oh, I have buttons. Oh, I want to move up. They're going to get me. Uh-oh, we're going to die.
We're going to die.
It's going to get us. It's going to get us.
Goodbye, us.
Oh, no. This is harder.
Womp, 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 womp.
It's going to get us. We died. We're out.
Still kind of fun. And then there's the one about Mars. And if I tap on that, it replaces all the navigation with Mars. Presumably, where the Martian rover is, the Curiosity rover is on Mars.
Which is really cool.
And of course, I haven't had a chance to try out any of the autopilot things because we did not buy autopilot, but that is that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It is nice that it is able to add later.
Mm-hmm.
So we may possibly add that later.
Oh, by the way, if you want to get out of this mode, go back into that menu, click on the deer butt and hit turn off. And actually, that's about it. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. I've got to get stuff wrapped up and head to bed. I think I'm going to be doing a few more videos on the Tesla because I think you guys will probably be very interested in it. I'm definitely pumped to be making videos about this, to have this here in the house. Before you ask, because I know a lot of people are going to ask, no, I did not get the autopilot for it. It was a $5,000 investment, and I think what I'm going to do is when I have time, when I want to devote time to it, I'm going to sign up for the free trial of it. They do a 30-day free trial, and then I'll try to figure out how I can work out the payment on that. Because $5,000 out of pocket is an awful lot for something that's effectively just convenience. But what I was thinking is when I do have a free day, maybe a day that I take off work or something, I'll get a quick video doing a full walkthrough of the car, walk around the outside and show the layout and the features, the whole dash and everything, how it all sort of works and works together. I've also ordered some accessories for the Model 3, so if you want to see those, I'll definitely be making videos about them, possibly separately, maybe together, and maybe even do a follow-up after so many months. But so far, after having driven the car for a couple of hours and after watching it charge up using the app on my phone, actually it just let me know 10:32 p.m. it finished charging the battery at 231 miles of range, because for everyday stuff you don't want to charge it 100% of the way. So my car is ready to go for the morning when I'm going into the office, so tomorrow will be the first real trip with it other than bringing it home. I think I've got 120 miles on the car total right now, which is, it's still kind of mind-blowing because I don't normally buy new cars. But if you have any questions about it, any thoughts, any comments, any concerns, let me know down in the comment section below. Any specific videos you would like me to make about it also, let me know down there as well. But thank you guys as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, the little bits of vloggy style footage that I've got, which are few and far between. There will definitely be more to come, and I'm going to try to get better about actually taking the camera and doing things with it. But I will see you again next time.